Hello friends, I am Parviz and this is our 26th video in Python GUI development with Pyside2. So in this video we are going to talk about creating of QSpinBox in Pyside2 and how you can use a SpinBox class in Pyside2. So if you see the latest documentation for Qt for Python, so Qt for Python, it means Pyside2. So you can see that it's the latest documentation for the official release of Pyside2 or Qt for Python. So the QSpinBox class provides a SpinBox widget, and you can see that this is the model and it is related to Qt widget. And now you can see that this is the detailed description for the QSpinBox, and it is designed to handle integer and discrete sets of values, for example month names. And also you can use QSpinBox class. Also you can use QSpinBox, so it is for floating point values. So we will create the example of this also. And there are different methods that you can use, and you can see that it has a good complete documentation for Pyside2. So now let's just create our example. Now I've already written some codes for creating of my window, because I don't want to repeat the code. Now if you want the source code, you can just check my blog code loop.org and you can get all the source codes. So it is just a basic window and that I have, and I want to create my SpinBox in this window. You can see that I have a class window. It extends from QWidget, and this is the window title, and this is the geometry, the X and Y position, and also the width and height of the window. And this is the set icon method that I have already created for creation of my icon, because if you can see that I have an icon in here. And also this is the creation of our application object and also window object. Now we are going to just create another method in here. So the first thing, I need to import QSpinBox, and also I need to import QLabel and QVBox layout, vertical box layout. So now let's just create I call it diff SpinBox, and the first thing I'm going to create the object of my vertical box layout, because I want to add vertically my SpinBox and also my label. After this, we are going to just create our label. So self.label QLabel, and now I can add this, or I'm going to just add that at the end of. Okay, now after this we're going to just create our self.SpinBox and QSpinBox. Also you can add some features for the SpinBox, for example self.SpinBox set minimum. So for the minimum value, I want it should be 10. So you can whatever you want. For example, you can add 0, you can add 20, but I'm using 10 in here. Also you can set the maximum value for the SpinBox. So we can just say dot set maximum, and this is 100. And now we are going to just add, first we are going to add our label to the vertical box layout, and after that we are going to just add our SpinBox. So self.SpinBox, and now let's just let me call this method in here. So self.SpinBox. Okay, now if I run this, okay, I'm not receiving anything, because after creation of your layout you need to set your layout to the main window. we need to just use self.setLayout and to the vertical box layout. So now if I run this, you will see that I have a spin box, and also for the label, because I don't have any text, so in here there's my label and this is my spin box. You can see that the minimum value is 10 and the maximum value is 100. You can do like this. Okay, now also you can use signals. We have value changed signal for SpinBox, and you can connect that with any method or slot. Now for this we are going to just create a new method, and I'm going to just call it diff spin value, for example. So the first thing we need, okay, now I'm going to directly change the text of my label, so I can just say self.label set text, and I'm going to just say current value is, and now we are going to just get the value from the SpinBox. So we can use self.spinbox.value. So using this you can get the value from the SpinBox. Now because it's integer, we need to just convert this to the string, typecast this like this, and now we have created this. After this we need to just connect this with this value change signal. Now at the top of SpinBox we are going to just say self.spinbox dot value changed dot connect, and we are going to use self.spinValue. So this is the method that we have created in here. And now let me just run this. Okay, now if I change this, you can see that current value, and we are receiving the current value in our label like this. Also you can change this to QSpinBox, and you can just say QSpinBox, and we need to just import this. You can just hit Alt Enter and it will be imported. So if you see in here, now you can see from Qt widgets we have QSpinBox import in here. Now let me just run it again. Now you can see that we have a floating point in here. So like this you can work with the SpinBox. If you want the source code, you can just check my blog codeloop.org. I'm adding all the source codes of the videos in there. Please subscribe to my channel, like the video, and also share the video.